All right, first things first, chipmunk or no chipmunk? I'm really curious. Before I start, I figure I should ask and see if we're good or not. Because if we're not, I gotta fix stuff. I don't want to be a repeat of last week. But I know my mic is at least working because I see the thing bouncing. So at least there's that. Ow. Oof. I do see a couple people in here already, which is awesome. Love to see it. Hello, I'm guessing no chipmunk then, because nobody has said anything. So we're gonna go ahead and start. Welcome in everybody. It is Tuesday. It's reaction day. Is what we do. Hello. Okay, let me catch up on chat. Good morning from Australia, Ian. Welcome in. No, don't do the thing where I can't scroll. Rude. Jim, welcome in. Pyrola, Callie, and Sally. I don't think I put you all in that order before, so it didn't really register that it rhymed until just now, so that's cool. That's great. Love it. All right, let's see here. Greetings. Good time zone to all. How are we all doing? Did we all request a video? Did we? That is a good question. Let's see. Good idea for the reminder. Doing well. Thank you. Request has been submitted. Good. Beautiful fall day here in Boston. Gonna turn lousy tomorrow. Well, that's not super fun, I'll admit, but at least it's nice today, right? Yeah, you live in the moment, right? Excuse me. All the cool beans are here today. Agreed. Well, we're still missing a couple, but everybody that is here is a cool bean for sure. 100%. Let's see. Hi, no chipmunk. Another cool bean. Yeah. Human. Sound is great. No chipmunk. Hi, rhyme. Rhyme twin. I was like, did I miss somebody? I don't think so. Okay, rhyme twin. Yeah, there we go. Several of us responded no chipmunk. Yes, there we go. Hey there, Sally. Hey there. All right, so first things first, I have lunch because I've been so busy. So I am sorry, but I gotta eat while we're getting stuff ready anyway. If you're wondering what I'm having, it's just a little chicken salad. There's not much to it. It's spinach and cucumber and chicken and some lemon juice and some feta cheese, and that's it. I'm pretty basic when it comes to food. I don't like a lot of stuff, so okay. So before we get into the week and everything, Sally, thank you very much for the priority request. We did already check that one out a few weeks ago. If you want to pick another one, we can check it out again. 100%. It is totally up to you. The Hound and the Fox song. So think on that for a couple minutes, and then we'll. Regardless, we're gonna start with yours because you had the priority request. So just keep that in mind. Also, this chicken's been going for about 3 hours. It's been boiling for 3 hours, so. Couldn't remember. I'll pick another one. All right, cool. You could just type what it is in chat, and I'll go look it up because I don't know if you can post links in there. I got no clue. So that way you don't have to submit it again because I don't think you can edit those. And I do see Pyrola submitted one as well. So we'll be sure to check those out first. All right, so wanted to get that straightened out because that's important. So yeah, speaking of fall day and stuff, today has been amazing outside. I actually went on a walk this morning outside in the open air. It was great. It wasn't super, it was in the 60s. It was so nice. For those who don't speak freedom units, it was like 14 Celsius, something like that. So perfect walking weather. Gotta love it. So this past week, there is a new Pokemon game that dropped. Some people know about Pokemon, a lot of people probably don't, that's okay. Pokemon Legends ZA, people have been clowning on it. I have not been able to put the controller down to the point where I kind of fell behind on reactions. I kind of did an oopsie, but I have been having a blast with it. I'm not even. I don't even know where I'm at in the story. I don't know how close I am to the end, but I've been playing that, knocking out all the side quests and everything. It's been a lot of fun. I definitely like that. Mm. Mm. Mm-hmm. Very nice. So I didn't really do anything this weekend for the most part, but Sunday I got to go to this like haunted house exhibit. It was like an interactive one where you can pick up stuff and everything. It was really cool. Like all the rooms had different stuff in them. Um, there's this company in the U.S. and maybe some other places called Meow Wolf, and it's kind of similar to that. I know it's not in every state or anything like that, but it's like this really weird exhibit that is very like creative and everything, and it's kind of like a spooky version of that basically. But yeah, I had a lot of fun with that. Um, and then I got the okay to work out again finally, which is great. So I got to do that yesterday. I am incredibly sore because I haven't worked out in 3+ months. Uh, and my arm, they did say it might flare up a little bit, and it definitely did flare up a little bit. I definitely feel the pain I was feeling, but they should be able to get that back down. So hopefully, that ends up okay. It'd be nice. I want to get back to working out and stuff. It was great. I took it slow. I really did. But I was happy to start it up again. Pop stars, welcome in. Hopefully you are doing well as well. Healthy man, I have dinner. Nice. What's for dinner? Everybody, what's for dinner or lunch? Whatever time zone you're in. If it's lunchtime, it's dinner time. Definitely let me know what y'all are having, because I'm kind of curious. Obviously, mine's a little basic. Mine dinner tonight is gonna be more chicken, but it's gonna be with roasted potatoes and roasted pumpkin. Finally was able to get some pumpkin because apparently we only get it in October, which is weird, I guess. But I guess it's the only time it's in season. I don't know. I never really think about it, Start with the next one if I'm still thinking. Valid. All right, no problemo. We can do that. Our bunnies are spoiled old ladies, so they keep sending us out to pick food for them, which is getting harder now that it's autumn. So I've been walking too. Nice, that's cool. So you have bunnies, that's cool. How many do you have? Hmm. Also, what did y'all do for the weekend? Roasted root vegetables with some other stuff. Cool. That sounds really good. I don't know, like this whole nutrition thing that I've been on basically the last year, I've learned so much about cooking. Before that I was pretty much just eating the same thing over and over and over again every week, every day. Did it get kind of tiring? A little, but I got over it pretty quick. I still eat the same breakfast every day, it's overnight oats and stuff, but it's really cool. Like I'm learning a bunch of stuff about food and cooking. Hmm. Two bunnies closing in on 11 years old. So I don't know much about bunnies, I'm gonna be honest. What's the like average lifespan of a bunny? Is it like, does it depend on the species of bunny? Kind of like how it does with cats and dogs, or are they roughly all the same? But Callie says that's old for bunnies, so I don't know, like, I don't have a reference point of like what old is for bunnies. It's definitely good. I'm liking it. Okay. So I think that catches us up on the week. I don't think there was anything else that happened. I've just been playing Pokemon. That's really all I've been doing. I generally thought that 8 years old is the oldest average. Okay. Valid. All right, so let me get the schedule up real quick. Make sure I'm not sharing this, and then we'll go over the schedule real quick, and then I'm gonna scarf down my food because We want to get started and knock out as many as we can. So let me get the whatchamacallit up. This one, this one, this one. Yay! Okay. Let's move chat over here. And display capture. There we go. We see the schedule. Alright, so this week we got some great ones going on. So Sunday was Secretary of Fate. We are all stories in the end. Apparently that's a line or a quote from Doctor Who. The video got a lot of views out of nowhere, and I'm guessing it's from Doctor Who, but the average length was about 20 seconds on view time. So I was like, oh, they were probably expecting something Doctor Who related, and it really wasn't. I don't really know. I don't know anything about Doctor Who other than it's one of the longest running shows of all time. But beyond that, you know, I don't know if the song necessarily had to do anything with Doctor Who. I couldn't say. I only got a little bit of info on that. But yeah, I thought that was really interesting. So that was Sunday. Yesterday was Monday, so that was Aha. The Sun Always Shines on TV. Got to check that one out with Doll Cake. Really cool video, really creepy video if you don't like mannequins, you know, so that's something to keep in mind. Today was Tuesday, or is, I guess, is Tuesday. That was Coldplay's Clocks, the music video for that. Tomorrow, Wednesday, is reaction recap day. If y'all don't know what that is basically the live streams that we do. I chop a couple of reactions from those and turn those into little reactions and throw those up on Wednesday. So we got 3. So we have Ado's Show, Youngblood's Hello Heaven Hello. Now, I'm gonna be honest, those 2 are partially blocked, so definitely let me know if you can see them or not. Because UMG is rude, like very, very rude. So I do apologize. But the third one is viewable. It's Forestella, Legends Never Die. So we have all 3 of those popping out tomorrow. Thursday, and hopefully I don't butcher this song name, but it's Sebnum Farah, and the song is Ben Sarkimi Soy Lurkin. Hopefully I got it right. I think I got it right in the video too, hopefully. So that one is on Thursday. Friday is Anna My Cantorites cover of the Beatles' Come Together. I got to check that one out with Songbird. And then Saturday is Kelly Clarkson. It's not really one song, it's more of a medley of songs. So you kind of get 10 for the price of 1, really, and it is insane how much she was able to fit in like a 3-4 minute performance. Like, it's absolutely insane. So those are the reactions for the week. There we go. Cool. Also, while I was doing this, I was not eating at all. So I'm gonna do that real quick while I read through chat. Excuse me. Okay. Depends on the race, but yeah, 8 years is pretty good. Some races can get up to 15. Wow. Okay. Very cool. Let's see. Could I do the My Jolly Sailor Bold first? Okay, my Jolly Sailor Bold. Okay, let me write that down. I can close this one. We don't need that. We just need this. Oh, hello. Is there a way to shrink this? Yay! We got lyrics to a song. I'm just gonna shorten this a little bit. There we go. Okay. Let me go over here and do this. Let's see. Jolly Sailor Bold. And then do Right Next to You, also by The Hound and the Fox for my free request. Okay, yeah. Yeah, we can, Oh, I see. Okay. There we go. So we're gonna bump those to there. And then we're gonna change your free one to, Right Next to You. And I'll go look up, oh, also by The Hound and the Fox, okay. You gonna let me type? Cool. All right, we got that. And then I gotta go pull the link for that one. Okay. Copy. Paste. Okay, cool. Oh, it adds a scrolling bar. Okay, cool. Just wanted to make sure I knew how this worked before I start doing things and stuffs. All right. Let's go ahead and close this. Don't need that no more. Get chat back up. There we go. Hello, I see everybody again. All right, let's see what pops up when I do this. Sweet. All right, that's the one that I wanted to pop up. All right, so we have a decent amount here, and I'm gonna go ahead and get Pyrola's other one up. Let's see, the longest Johns, the last Bristolian pirates. Copy the link. There we go. I guess I can copy the information as well while I'm at it. I don't know why it puts BR on there. It's super weird. Okay. Got all caught up. Fantastic. We got a couple of priority requests we're gonna knock out first. I'll eat this throughout, I think. It's not like it's a food that has to be eaten immediately, but I'm gonna do this real quick. Okay. And definitely let me know if my voice goes chipmunky again. We don't want that. I haven't even looked through the VOD yet. That's one of the things I was supposed to do last week and I didn't. Because of Pokemon. Pokemon apparently took priority over everything else. Not my job though, that's the important thing. Alright, so let's go ahead and get a couple of these popped up. Do the thing. We'll get the first three popped up like we always do. I'm gonna start them but not play them yet. Don't do it. I just said I'm not playing. Don't do it, YouTube. Cool. And link, yes. Thank you for that. Thank you for the reminder on that. All right, so this is the first one we're checking out. I guess we can go ahead and nix the music. All right, now if you're wondering, today is it's a cozy autumn lo-fi playlist. Should probably just mention that. Maybe I should do that from now on just so everybody's kind of somewhat aware as to what we're listening to at the very beginning. All right, let me boost these up as well. Jolly Sailor. Oh, yeah. I had to think about that for a second. Why did I have 4 up? I only pulled 3. Did I make a mistake? Is one of them duplicated? My brain kind of broke for a second. Okay, we're good. We're good. All right, so, and I'm gonna pull this information over here so I can read what was written, because you know I always do that. What's this? Oh. Also, weird question, and maybe somebody knows the answer to this. I don't really know. So I ordered something from Canada. And, you know, apparently we have tariffs and stuff that we have to deal with. So the product came yesterday, and it was cool. And then today, a bill from FedEx showed up for $18. Let me put it this way. That's more than what the product was worth. I already have the item. What's going to happen if I don't pay it? Does anybody know? I'm not saying I'm not going to pay it. I'm just kind of curious what the ramifications are. You know, like, it's not like they're going to come take the package, right? Or they're going to come put a levy on my house because I didn't pay an $18 bill. I don't know. It's kind of dumb. I'm going to be honest. Yep, that's what I heard. A bill follows and it's large. And they didn't mention how much it was going to be. They mentioned that there's probably going to be something that you have to pay, but they didn't mention when. They didn't mention how much it was. Like, there's just very little information. Don't know consequences, though. I'm on this end. Valid. That's valid. Maybe I'll wing it and see what happens. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, okay, so information for this. Actually, no, this was for the original request, so we don't have any information for this one. If you want to drop some information... Wait, no, we do. I copied it from the... It's the other. It's this one we're not going to have any information to. So when we get to Rot Next to You, if you want to drop some information or if you want to go in there and edit that, you are more than welcome to. This is what we have. So this is a priority request sent in by Sally, so thank you very much for that. This is The Hound and the Fox, My Jolly Sailor Bold. This was filmed on the coast of Oregon, and the sea was cold. Why are we in quotes? Kind of curious. Definitely let me know, because I'm kind of curious about that. A lot of couriers up here are refusing parcels from US just because they can't give an amount ahead of time. Yeah, it's so dumb. Congratulations, you are living in America. Land of the free. Results may vary. The Swedish customs once wanted me to pay 100 kroner, around $10, for a free postcard. I didn't pay, so I didn't get the postcard. That's the thing, though. I already got the item. This is more of like going into a restaurant and, you know, getting the food and getting the bill at the end. That's kind of what it's like, but I mean, A, I'm not going to tip on a bill I didn't know I was getting. I didn't really know I was getting. And two, I mean, this is kind of dumb. It really is. So if anybody has any information about what I should or should not do, I'd be interested to find out. I'm just kind of curious, what happens if I don't pay? Like, I can afford $18. It's fine, you know, and I will take care of it if it gets to that. But just kind of curious what happens if I don't. Okay, so I do see over to the right, I see somebody else covered this song. And it says it's from Pirates of the Caribbean. So I'm probably jumping ahead here, but I'm guessing this is from Pirates of the Caribbean. And I probably would have picked it up maybe a little bit. I don't know. It's a different situation. It just reminded me of that postcard. No, it's kind of close. It really is kind of close. I really thought they were going to, when they got to the door to hand me the package, that they were going to hand me the bill. That didn't happen. So I don't think they know what they're doing. Anyway, let's go ahead. And I've wasted enough time. Let's go ahead and get into this. So this is My Jolly Sailor Bold from The Hound and the Fox. Here we go.
Upon one summer's morning, I carelessly did stray down by the walls of Wapping, where I met a sailor gay, conversing with a young lass who seemed to be in pain, saying, "William, when you go, I fear you'll ne'er return again. My heart is pierced by Cupid, I disdain all glittering gold. There is nothing can console me but my jolly sailor bold."
I don't recognize the song, I don't think. Which movie is it from?
Here His hair, it hangs in ringlets, his eyes as black as coal. My happiness attentive,
The harmony is fantastic, though.
wherever he may go. I left my home and family, I'll wander, weep and moan, all for my jolly sailor, until he sails back home. My heart is pierced by Cupid, I disdain all glittering gold. There is nothing can console me but my jolly sailor boy.
Pause right there. We'll back it up a little bit right before that starts. Also, that's a really good freeze frame right there. I don't know what that is. Like, I don't know what it is about that, but I definitely like that. So yeah, I don't recognize the song. I don't doubt that it's from Pirates of the Caribbean, you know, because, you know, sailor and pirates and all that. It makes sense. But yeah, I mean, I really like how they're going about this. There's like a bit of like ominous undertones to it. It's kind of like in a minor key, so it sounds a little bit, you know, a little bit spookier. It's even a little bit haunting, especially how I forgot who is who. I don't remember who is the hound and who is the fox, but her, and I don't remember their names either. But yeah, the way she's singing this, like when she's doing the noises, it's so haunting. It really is. And how she started singing, like both of them have very clean vocals, and which is really great. And then both of them, when they're singing together, the harmony is fantastic. And then just the guitar playing and the other sounds that we're getting through this are fantastic as well. Everything's working really well, and I do like it. Kind of looks like they're like he's in a pirate cove, you know, with the rocky like ambiance, I guess. The ambiance that he has around him, the cave that he's in, it really gives this like Pirates Cove feel about it. And then she's out walking near the water, and I guess that would be the really cold portion that you were talking about. But yeah, even the outfits are fantastic as well. He's in a pirate, you know, outfit, and then she, I guess, would be kind of in Keira Knightley's kind of aspect. You know, I guess this is before she became a pirate. Don't remember which movie this is from or anything like that. But yeah, I think this is fantastic. I'm definitely liking this. Let's see here. We got chat over here. So much pirate stuff today. Pretty song and pretty video. Great freeze frame. It really is. I like it. Let's see. The freeze frame looks like a movie. It does. Maybe that's what it is. All we need is, you know, a little bit, you know, taller and some text. And here we go. I don't actually know which one it's from. I actually know it. Wait, I don't actually know which one it's from. I actually know it's it from them. I don't remember the song. Good time zone. Good time zone. Lynn, welcome in as well. He's the hound, Riley, and she's the fox, Mackenzie. Okay, the names are familiar now. Let me write that down. I have to hold on to that. Somebody did a couple of priority requests, and I had to. It's massive paragraphs, and I had to edit it and everything to get it the way I'm gonna read it and everything. I don't want to get rid of that. All right, so where did that go? Hound. And then fox. Okay, cool. Got it. Thank you for that. So yes, the fox, very fantastic singing. You know, a little bit higher registry, and then the hound, a little bit on the lower registry. Only a little though. It's not like super low, but like they're kind of both up here. But it's kind of like that basically. And I think they both have fantastic vocals here. Very clean. Let's see. Hey Lynn. Hey Sally and Pyrola. I think the original is sung by a spooky mermaid. So mermaids were in Pirates 4. I don't remember if they were in any other movie. So maybe this is from the fourth Pirates of the Caribbean movie. I've seen the first three a number of times, but the fourth one I only saw once. and the fifth one I saw once. And I saw that one in theaters. It was kind of just eh. So, and the shots of her in the sea, she's freezing. Maybe that explains the lipstick. You know, it's like blue. You know, it really looks like she really is cold. You know, like that, it kind of gives off that aspect. So that makes sense. I don't remember much of the fourth one. It had to do with Penelope Cruz was in it, and her dad was a pirate, and they went looking for the chalices and the Fountain of Youth. I think that's about all I remember, and I might be misremembering that. I don't know. Um, didn't like it much. I haven't seen the fourth one. I don't think. Yeah, I don't remember who her dad was, but he was the antagonist, I guess. I remember about that much. And there were mermaids, and apparently mermaids are very violent, at least according to that movie. I don't know in other mythologies if they are or not. I couldn't tell you. Definitely not like the Little Mermaid from Disney. I thought you were referencing CASK, the Singing Mermaid, then Sally Spooky Mermaid. CASK. What is that? Do I know that? I'm not 100% sure. Yo, wannabe, welcome in. How are you? How is it going? And that Finnick from the Hunger Games is in it. See, I've never seen the Hunger Games, so I couldn't tell you. But yeah, I think this is fantastic so far. I'm gonna move chat over here, and let's go ahead and back it up a little bit. And let's go ahead and check out the rest of this. Here we go.
There's nothing can console me but my Charlie Sailor boy.
I like the shaker here too. That's a really nice sound.
Come on, you pretty fair maids, whoever you may
Oh, now he's out. Okay.
who love a jolly sailor bold that plows the raging sea, while love aloft in storm or gale from me his absence mourn, and firmly pray arrive the day he's never more to roam.
It's getting more and more intense as this, oh wow, it dropped.
I disdain all glittering gold. There is nothing can console me but my jolly sailor bold. There is nothing can console me but my jolly sailor bold.
So, if this was sung by a mermaid in the movie, does that mean she's representing a mermaid in this? Because they're going out to sea, so it kind of would make sense. But she also has legs and not a tail. So I'm not really sure. Then again, Ariel had legs at one point, so who knows? But she couldn't speak, so. Anyway, yeah, I mean, the song was like really amping up in intensity with the shaker and the sounds in the background as well. And then all of a sudden it just cut out and it was just their vocals, like no guitar or anything. And that was like a really cool aspect of that. And yeah, he made it onto the beach, so he wasn't just in the cave during that whole performance. He made it out onto the beach and was with her. So I don't know if this is from the perspective of the mermaid singing from the movie. I don't know if she's supposed to represent a mermaid and then they're going out to sea and that'd be in. I got no clue. But I think they went about this very well. The singing was fantastic. The guitar was great. The shaker was a great addition to that. I don't think he had the egg shaker in while he was strumming. I know some people do that, so I think that was added in afterwards. But yeah, I definitely like this. This is great. All right, let's see here. They're really good. Definitely worth watching. That was beautiful. Glad you liked it. CASK, as in cask of beer, is the stage name of a father-daughter singing duo. The daughter always dresses as a mermaid, and they sing sea songs and shanties. Okay, yeah, I hadn't heard of that before. The daughter is in a wheelchair. Oh wait, no, the daughter is a wheelchair user, hence uh, can wear a mermaid tail and still be able to function. That's really cool. I like that. That's a great way to go about that. Yeah, very very cool. Welcome in, Mr. Hat or Mrs. Hat. Welcome in. I don't know if I should say the whole name. That's a very interesting name, I will say, but hopefully you're doing well. Um, but yeah, I think that was great. That was this one. Go ahead and mark that one off. There we go. Cool. All right, so we have our next one ready to go. I'm gonna copy. I'm gonna do the link. I remember. I remember to do the link. There we go. All right. Not that one. I want this. There we go. Okay. So, this next one is from Pyrola. This is the Longest John's. Sorry, my mic was probably too far away. This next one is from Pyrola. This is the Longest John's, the last Bristolian pirate. Hopefully, I pronounced that right. Here we go. This is a totally true story about Andy's past life as a farmer gone pirate, and not at all just a cover of a song by the Arrogant Worms called The Last Saskatchewan. Hopefully I got that right. Saskatchewan pirate. So they kind of tweaked it a little bit. That's interesting. Okay, cool, cool. Let's see here. Hey all, Mark, welcome in. Hopefully you're doing well. How long is the queue? I don't know. You got the little thing right there. Queue. No, the queue is this actually. So we're knocking out some priority requests, and then we'll start at the top and work our way down. The priority requests are in a completely different form because I can't figure out how to make them co-mingle, unfortunately. So I am doing my best on that. Let's see. They tweaked it to fit for Bristol where they live. Okay, that makes sense. I gotcha. Saskatchewan pirates. So what is Saskatchewan? I would love some information about that. Definitely let me know. I also did see we have another priority request coming. I saw it pop in, so we'll check that one out after this. So yeah, this is the last Bristolian pirate from the Longest Johns. Here we go. Definitely a lot of fun with that one. It's like a Benny Hill version with this. That's great. And like a Scooby-Doo montage. Did it say they streamed 28 weeks later? Is that what that said? 28 streams later, the Longest John singing stream. Jeez. Probably could use some information on that one. Yeah, so I didn't even bother pausing. I just played it all the way through. Yeah, so there was no instruments throughout this at all. It was just vocals, which is really cool. It's cool when they do that. You know, it's great when they do instruments, but it's also great when they just strictly keep to vocals. And you know, Andy took lead on this one, and everybody else chimed in with the harmony, which was definitely great. There were so many different locations. I'm guessing they did that all in one day because they, other than the I Love Bristol shirt that they all wore their same outfits throughout the entirety of the video. I'm not really sure. That'd be my guess, but even then, did they perform the whole like song at each of those locations and then like chop it up as they went along, or did they only do portions at each location? I'm not really sure because I had to have counted at least 15 different locations, so doing that 15 different times would be insane, but maybe that's the best way to go about it. I don't really know. And then yeah, the whole aspect of being chased around with the tractor is fantastic. And then Andy said like Robbie was a police officer, but he was just standing there next to him. So I thought that was really interesting. But I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, so how much of this was tweaked from the original? Who was it? It was the Arrogant Worms. How much was tweaked? Just out of curiosity, that would be a question another question that I have. Would definitely love to know that as well. But yeah, I think that was a really fun performance. They, even they were adding the beat when they were patting their leg, which was, definitely fun. It did seem like they were having fun with this one too. But yeah, I definitely think that one was great. Let me see. Let me get caught up on chat. Saskatchewan is a landlocked Canadian province. The Saskatchewan one takes place on the River Regina. Chat bribed him to dye it pink. I mean, that part isn't the issue. It's just like, I mean, that's totally fine. But like at times, I guess it was super windy in the locations they were at, so like it was going like every which way, and then other times it was completely calm. So that's kind of what I was more wondering about. Um, well, it mentions the Regina's mighty shore. Yeah, it did. They did mention that too. Saskatchewan is definitely a Canadian reference, indigenous name. Okay. Excuse me. It's definitely set in Canada. The Arrogant Worms are a Canadian group. Okay. Just funny, not a biggie. A place that isn't referenced much. I mean, it is kind of a. It's hard to rhyme with Saskatchewan, I feel like. So I guess that would be a, you know, I guess that would be a thing. Yeah, that was last week's stream. Oh, the 28 streams later. Okay, gotcha. Was that the one that happened on? I didn't get to. I was so busy with work, I didn't get to watch it. But was that the Wednesday thing? Chicken good, chicken good. I just haven't had a chance to eat anymore. It might be something I eat after I finish because I don't think I'm gonna be able to do both at the same time. I have no idea how they did it. For the live streams, the longest johns take film titles and make stream puns out of them. There's no involved. Okay, yeah, I was wondering. I was wondering if there was like a spooky reference or something in there because it's a horror film. So and it is October, so it wouldn't make sense. Just them singing and chatting. That was their old drummer that chased them on the tractor. Oh wow, okay. All location names were changed. I haven't heard the original that much. I don't think Canadians have Tesco or VAT or VAT. Um, nope, neither Tesco or VAT. I have heard of Tesco actually. There's a TikToker that does a lot of comedy skits about working in the grocery store. I think it's a grocery store, some kind of convenience store. Um, I think it's probably closer to Tom Thumb or Safeway, at least down here. That would be my guess. Um, let's see. I think most of the song is as is, just the location references were just. Oh no, I already finished that. We have a few Tesco products, so we know what it is. Reminds me of something I've heard in many an Irish pub. Wednesday thing. Yeah, okay. So that's what they did last week. They did have costumes and Halloween decorations on the stream. That makes sense. And our VAT is GST. I don't know what either one are, so I'm just gonna smile and nod. I do most of my shopping in Tesco. I do all of mine at Walmart because I am broke. So but yeah, that was definitely awesome. So we do have another priority request before we jump into the list. I'm gonna go ahead and add this down here. Go ahead and highlight this. There we go. All right, so this one is from Mark. Copy this. Okay, so we are doing, I'm just going to go ahead and read the message real quick. So thank you very much for that request as well. Let me help you continue your aha journey. Can you react to Manhattan Skyline? I have heard that one before. I haven't heard, I heard of it, sorry. I haven't listened to it before. Is there any specific one I should check out, or should I just check out the music video? It's definitely let me know, because I totally can, because it's, right there. Value added tax, general sales tax. Oh, okay, gotcha. Tesco, Asda, Walmart, they're all kind of the same. Okay. At least I have a reference now. That makes sense. I like that. That's great. So if this is okay, Mark, I can go ahead and pop up the music video and we can check that out. Check the music video. Sweet. Let me go ahead and copy the link so I can put it in chat. Do that. That way everybody knows what we are checking out. And then we're gonna go back over here. I'm gonna put this over here. Sweet. All right, cool. So for reference, I have heard a couple of a-ha songs, not many. So this is a new one for me, which is great. I definitely like hearing new for me. Not necessarily new general, but just new for me. But yeah, I say we go ahead and get started. So how long is the song? 4:15. So about 2-ish where I cut it and talk and stuff if we need to. Let's go ahead and check it out. Here we go. Oh no, I'm up there. I need to be down here. Here we go. Definitely it has an 80s sound. I'm trying to keep my newspaper dry. Right, to connect the dots. That is a really cool animation style. I like that. It's similar to Take On Me. Not quite the same, but similar. That is so cool. Okay. We're adding color into the video now, a little bit. Video is crazy. Pause right there. Went a little bit longer than I should have. Typically I try and pause halfway, but I don't know. This video was so entertaining with everything that was happening. All of the animation styles they have are so creative. Like some of that definitely kind of harkens back from the Take On Me video with the animation style. But even then, this goes like kind of way beyond that with all the different, I don't know if it would be filters, like the I don't even know how to describe it. The dotted look of I guess it'd be kind of like newspaper-esque. I mean, even still, they were kind of on newspapers throughout this whole thing anyway. There was like crossword puzzles and, you know, different like connect the dots. Like that's so creative. I really love that. The chorus, like it like revs up like out of nowhere. Like it gets super heavy, and like the instrumentation just like is so good there. I love the hits that are happening there. And by comparison of the verses where it's a little bit calmer, I guess, not by a lot, but just by comparison, you can definitely you notice a drastic difference between the two. So I think that's really cool. The synth sound throughout this I think is fantastic. The guitar riffs I'm definitely liking of the chorus. The harmony that we're getting throughout this is fantastic as well. His vocals are just great. Like just being able to stay up there like it's crazy. It's just crazy. But even then, he's got range as well, which is great. Uh, the there's also that second chorus where it was getting kind of I guess stroby. I guess would be a good word for it, where it kind of felt like they were using a strobe light. Uh, Sorry for the flashes and stuff. I didn't know there was going to be an epileptic warning, for people. Even still, I think the whole thing is fantastic. Even throughout this whole thing, like it started in black and white, and we're gradually adding color throughout this. And that kind of happened in the Sun Always Shines on TV, where it started in black and white, and they kind of started to add color. But even then, even at the end, I think it kind of faded out, and it was still kind of black and white. It was only like starting to peek through with the color and everything. And here, I feel like it's doing more than that. So I don't know if this is off the same album, and this is kind of like a continuation of that. Because I know Take on Me and The Sun Always Shines on TV is like a storyline like that. It's the Sun Always Shines is the sequel to that, at least for the video. I don't know about the song, but at least for the video. So I don't know if this like continues that whole trend. I have no clue. Would definitely love some information about that. But yeah, I'm definitely loving this. This is fantastic. Let's see. Excuse me. I've probably only heard Take on Me. Definitely check out The Sun Always Shines on TV. We dropped that reaction yesterday. It was awesome. I really liked it, and I've checked out a couple other Aha songs on the channel. I cannot remember the names of them right now. They were like further back, like way further back, but we checked out a couple. Take on Me made all my dogs howl. Oh no, that's horrible. Very cool visuals. Their videos are all artistic, at least the ones that I've seen. Yeah, this is like, um, I think this is the third music video I've seen. The other two, well, no, this is the fourth music video, but the other one that I've seen, like it's a much more recent performance. I don't know what album it's from. I know they have a lot, but that one is a little more traditional in terms of music videos, I feel like. But these three are like crazy creative for sure. Not that that one's not, but this one's a whole different like kind of creativeness. Um, Kind of simple idea, probably very complicated, really, but seems so unique. The dot to dot, yeah, I really love that connect the dot thing. They really did have unique and inspired videos for sure. After 9/11, this video was banned in America because of the last image of the video. Uh-oh. Well, hopefully it's still okay. I guess we'll find out. Um, Let me see here. Michael Jackson, welcome in. Am I too late? No, we still got about 2 more hours to go. Yes, we have a lengthy list today, but feel free to add one. Yeah, it's a bit lengthy now, but we'll see what we can do. We'll see what we can get to. This is from their second album. Okay, so I've heard songs off 3 different albums, I think, by this point. So that's pretty cool. Submitting the song I tried to submit last week. Gotcha. Yeah, don't worry, it's not banned. Okay, good. That's great. I don't want anybody getting in trouble. I don't want the channel to get like shut down from a video. I think we are about to jump into an ad break on the other platform. There it goes. So I'm gonna use this moment to eat a bite of my chicken salad, and then once that ad break is over, we'll start up again. I'm gonna go ahead and back the video up a little bit and get that ready. There we go. So I'm guessing they're in a tunnel right here of some sort, maybe in the sewer, kind of like how the 80s all showed off the New York sewers, how it was all grimy and smoke was everywhere for some reason. I don't know. Honestly, maybe I should take like a 5-minute break and just scarf that down. I don't know. Anyway, let's go ahead and check out the rest of this. Here we go. And they got like stuff, like all these newspapers and stuff blowing at them. That's kind of crazy too. And I think the tunnel is all lined with newspaper too. So I'm guessing because when I was thinking Manhattan, I was thinking like New York or something, but maybe that had something to do with Norway because the paper itself was in Norwegian from what I saw, and then it said his name on one part of that. Possibly, I'm not really sure. But yeah, I think how they went about this is really cool. Just the instrumentation is fantastic throughout this. It's definitely that quintessential 80s, rock with the synthesizer and everything. But the drums, the bass, they're all pretty prevalent throughout this. And I didn't get a chance to read through all the comments from The Sun Always Shines on TV, but I think I saw somebody mention something about how they don't have a drummer officially in the band and another member. I think it was the bassist, but I can't remember. Like there's only like 3 members like officially in the band, and then everybody else is like session members that they bring in for the video specifically. I have no idea. I'm guessing when they go on tour and stuff, they have like touring members for those purposes, but like the actual band itself is only 3 people, if that's what I read correctly. I don't 100% remember. I didn't get a chance to read everything, unfortunately. But yeah, I think this is a fantastic track. The energy throughout this is fantastic, and I definitely like the vocals that they added throughout this as well. I definitely think it is a great song. Definitely liked it. Let's see here. All right. The reason it was banned was the last image is of a newspaper with a photo of the Manhattan in ruins. I guess I was reading the newspaper, so I missed that part. Probably should have been looking. Oh, yeah. Even still, I don't think it should have been. You know, it's not exactly the easiest photo to like see. It's a little. I mean, I'm sure like the music video that was on MTV or whatever was probably, excuse me, a higher quality than this. But even still, I think it's. I don't think the song should have suffered. The video, I mean, that's maybe a little more up for debate, but I don't know. Let's see. I'm cementing a Backstreet Boys song today. Cool. I like Backstreet Boys. Wasn't the lead singer diagnosed with MS or something recently? Yes, that was. Yes, that was me about the band. There's only okay. Yeah. Okay. You were the one I was talking to. I responded to that, right? That was one of the ones I responded to. There were only 3 at Naha, but they have a particularly drummer and bass. Wait, maybe my eyesight is awful, so give me 1 second. They have a particular drummer and bass player since. Okay, so they added members since, So back then they didn't, but now they do. Okay, that's cool. Morton was diagnosed with Parkinson's. That's awful. Did you see what I said about the headline? Probably not. Hold on. I saw MI. Oh dear. Let me back it up. Let me see. I don't see. Yeah, I'm like, all I see is oh dear. So maybe it got censored. I don't know. Unfortunately, yeah, I don't see anything about what you said about the headline. No, there's still 3, just additional personnel for 2. Okay, so they have 2 org members. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. It mentions the unaliving of a Swedish prime minister. Really? That's awful. Oops. Oh, I don't want to go in Windows. Stop that. I mean, obviously, I'm probably not going to be able to read it because it's not in English. So that probably was going to like fall, you know, like it wasn't really going to, what's a good word? American speaking folk wouldn't be able to actually understand, I guess is a good way to phrase that. But yeah, I definitely liked that one. That was great. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull up a couple more, get those ready to go. Don't start yet. Don't do it. Don't do it. We're not ready yet. Okay. Copy. I'm gonna go ahead and paste these in and I'll read chat again. Just give me 1 second. Okay. Olaf Palme. The headline says the prime question near a solution, or not question, case works better. The Palm case near a solution. Did I read that right? Uh-oh, I have a thing. What's the message? Uh-oh, chat just disappeared. Don't do that. I don't think I dropped out. Oh, the audio bit, right? I don't care about that. We're fine. We're fine. Okay. Hopefully I'm still here. Let me go ahead and cut that out. I hate when those messages pop up. It kind of weirds me out thinking I stream cut out or something. Yeah, I don't think it was ever discovered who did it. So that was actually a thing. That's insane. I will most certainly buy you another couple of cups of coffee or another couple of early AHA. Yeah, that would be. I would love to check out more for sure. That continue to use that animation style is so crazy awesome. I definitely like how they. I don't know how they came up with that idea. It definitely works for that for sure. Okay, so this next one that we're checking out is Mark Martel and Jonathan Celia Farrow. Hopefully I'm pronouncing it right. Too Much Love Will Kill You. This is a Queen cover. And I dropped the link, yes. So let's go ahead and check this one out. This was sent in by Callie. Oh, was there any information? I should probably check. Yes. Supposed to be reading these. Okay, Jonathan Cigliafaro is an Italian opera singer, now based in the U.S. He approached Mark to do a duet. He'd seen various performances with Freddie Mercury collaborating with the opera singers. Okay. Mark and Jonathan eventually did 5 songs, with this one being a recreation of a collab between Roger Taylor and Brian May, and Pavarotti. I think I've heard that name. Can't think of where though, but I think I've heard it. Let me know in the chat, guys, if I will do another during the session. I don't want to bore you all with too much aha. You know what? I think it's totally fine personally. That's just me though. But yeah, let's go ahead and check this one out. Here we go. Also, I don't think I've heard this Queen song before, so New for me.
I'm just the pieces of the man I used to be. Too many bitter tears are raining down on me. I'm far away from home, and I've been facing this alone for much too long. Too long.
Sento che qualcuno non
Wow.
mi ha detto mai su come poi si cresce a vivere così. Nella mente mia confusa guardo indietro per capir dove sbagliai.
Too much love will kill you if you can't make up your mind. Torn between the lover and the love you leave behind. You're headed for disaster, 'cause you never read the signs. Too much love will kill you every time.
I'm gonna pause right there. So yeah, I was not expecting. You said he's Italian. I was not expecting him to sing in Italian, or I guess not even just sing, perform in Italian, because that was spectacular, and just how clean the instruments sound while he's performing is definitely fantastic. I'm kind of wondering if we're going to get some harmony throughout this or not. I don't know. I'm not sure if he's going to perform in English or if he's only strictly going to perform in Italian. But I think, bouncing back and forth between Mark and Jonathan, I think works very well here. Just how clean Mark is, like in general, just doing the Freddie Mercury vocal style is already incredible as it is. But adding the operatic style that Jonathan's bringing in just elevates the performance that much more. I definitely like that. I don't know like how much of this has been tweaked from the Queen version of this. Like I don't know if they kept it 100% like. What's the word? I don't know if they kept this like really close to how they did it, or if they're changing anything. I never really know with songs I haven't heard how he goes about them, but as far as I know, he keeps it pretty close to the original. So I'm gonna guess that, and I'm gonna guess that they used piano in the original throughout this. That's kind of what I'm guessing. Definitely let me know, because I'm kind of curious. But yeah, I think, the way they're going about this is fantastic. I'm definitely enjoying the energy they bring to this as well. Let's see here. I'm okay with hearing more aha. I don't think anybody would hate to hear aha. And if you do, I'm sorry. I had the same worry about bringing too much The Longest Johns to the stream. It's valid. I get that. Queen did their own version. The collab with Pavarotti was after Freddie died. Okay. So this is post Freddie Mercury, if I'm understanding that correctly. So this is kind of a little different then. That would mean, I'm guessing Roger Taylor filled in for vocals on that, because he was another like primary singer for Queen, right? I'm guessing. I don't really know. Let me know, because I'm kind of curious how they went about it in the original. But yeah, I say we go ahead and check out the rest of this. Here we go. So I guess I haven't really heard anything post Freddie Mercury, now that I think about it. There we go.
How would it be if you were standing in my shoes? of it. Every way I go, I'm bound to lose. Whoa, yeah.
Troppo amor concide, ma nessun amore no.
It'll drain the power that's in you, make you plead and scream and crawl.
Di dolore impazzirai,
Se la vittima non sai, too much love will kill you.
Their harmony is fantastic.
Every time. Every time. Yeah.
So who's doing the instrumentation here? Because I haven't seen Mark do other instruments outside of piano. So I don't know if he does all the instrumentation himself or not.
Troppo amor ti uccide, la tua vita è una bugia.
too much love will kill you, and you won't understand why.
You give your life, you sell your soul, but here it comes again. Too much love will kill you. Too much love will kill you. In the end. In the end.
Ah, that went too quickly. I wanted to read that little from the Forte EP. I'm guessing that's Mark Martell's EP and not Queen's. That'd be my guess. I'm not 100% sure. You know, I was actually wondering if Mark Martell and Tommy Johansson have ever done anything, and Tommy Johansson covered this song, so actually it's pretty close. I was just thinking about that during this performance. So that's a thing. Yeah, I think it's awesome how they were alternating between English and Italian. They harmonized together on both parts, and they even at one point swapped languages for a brief moment, which I thought was really cool. And yeah, the instrumentation throughout this is fantastic. I don't know who did the instruments outside of Mark on piano, but I definitely liked that aspect as well. The vocal harmony that we got was just fantastic. They knocked that out of the park 100%. The power they put behind that and just the intensity, I think was definitely great. Yeah, this was definitely a great performance for sure. Let's see. Yes, Freddie did sing in the original. I'm not 100% sure, but I think Pavarotti did Freddie's lines. Okay. This isn't an exact duplicate. Okay. All right. Lynn says too much The Longest Johns isn't a thing, really, but I'm aware with 3 Longest Johns fans in the chat, there might be more Longest Johns than the average person can tolerate. Hence my request for a The Longest John song. No, that's valid. Yeah, I don't want to put a limit on a specific artist because I feel like that would be wrong. You know, I don't want to do that. You know, but looking at today's list, we're all kind of diversified. Definitely love that. Leah Toria, welcome in. How are you? I'm not sure on the instrumentation. Mark was lead guitarist for his band actually, but I'm not sure if it's him playing here. I wonder if it'll say it in the description. Sometimes they put stuff like that in here, and nope, they didn't. Well, sometimes they'll drop it, all the instruments and personnel and stuff. It does not say, unfortunately. Okay. So no, we did not get an answer on that. It'd be cool to learn who did what though. Yeah, I chose one whole song that isn't The Longest Johns. I think that's a first for me. Oh no, that was a lie. I've shared Diggy Diggy Hole. Yes, that is true. Forte was the EP with the collabs with Jonathan. Okay, so it's a whole thing just with the two of them. Got it. Forte has English, Italian, and French in it. French is Mark Martel's first language. Okay, yeah, I was gonna ask. I don't know if because I haven't heard him sing in any other language, so this is the first time. I didn't know what other languages he did, so that's new. I think it's awesome. I've been branching out a bit for more spooky songs. Definitely great. We love that. Love spooky, because it's spooky season. Uh, yeah, that was part of my reasoning with the choice too. Valid. Yeah, I honestly next week, would y'all be okay with a theme if we did like a spoopy or a Halloween theme for music? Like you don't have to, obviously, but I think it'd be kind of cool to do because Halloween's on next Friday. I figure maybe we could do something like that. I can even dress up next week, Um, if y'all are open to it. Mark also collaborated with an opera singer and sang two in Italian, like full on Italian, or like this where he did part Italian and part English. So that'd be cool to learn as well. Yeah, that was definitely fantastic though. I like that. So this is number 4. I do see another one that came in. Let's see. Copy this over here. Let's bring this down. Okay, so this is the follow-up single. Okay, so first off, I should probably say thank you very much for the priority request. So this is the follow-up single to "The Sun Always Shines on TV." So this is so. My first question: how far does this story go? I guess like is it just a trilogy or does it keep going? It's called "Train of Thought." Much more of a synth song, but Morton's vocals are very powerful in this one. Some of the animation used is also part of a little movie called man, I wish. Ooh, I know what I could do. I need my glasses, but get magnifier. Oh, that doesn't help much, does it? Well, no. Does it blow up for y'all too? Or does it I don't know if it blows up for y'all or if it just cuz like I had the magnifier on, I went to 200% and it blew up the whole screen. It'll help me read a little bit at least. Well, no, cuz it kind of cuts off a little bit too. So never mind. Nah, I can't do that. I'll just do my best. Some of the animation used is also part of a little movie called The Commuter. It was the short animated movie that inspired the idea for the Take On Me video. So the guy who did the animation for the Commuter movie was hired to do the animation for Take On Me. 3,000 hands down images or hand drawn images that took 4 months. Wow, that's insane. All right, so we're gonna put this over here, and then we're gonna do train of thought. There we go. I'm gonna go pull the link real quick. Pause. Thank you. Okay. Put that in there. There we go. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and drop the links, and then I'll catch up on chat. Okay, let's see here. Halloween does not exist in Brazil. Did you know that? I did not. I'm also kind of curious, like how many countries don't do Halloween or specific holidays. That would be a cool thing to learn. I'm okay with spoopy theme. All Italian. That's crazy. Okay. He also has one in Spanish. Christmas song a while back that he wrote. Cool. It wouldn't be Feliz Navidad, would it? No, because you said that he wrote, so it wouldn't be that one. Spooky works, but I don't know if we have any spooky Longest John songs left. Okay, valid. No, that's the thing. Spooky theme sounds good. Tom, welcome in. Is aleatorio what? Did I miss something? No, it has nothing to do with The Sun Always Shines on TV, just the third single. Okay. Actually, the video to Chicken on a Raft is pretty much horror. Ooh, okay. Sure. Sure. I loved the French maid's outfit you wore once. You rocked. I've worn a couple. If you go back and watch one of my earliest ones, I put on an Alice dress from Alice in Wonderland. It was about Alice in Wonderland, so it was pretty fitting. There's streams where I streamed in different outfits and stuff for different sub goals and things like that. You know, I've dressed up a few times. I don't know if I'm gonna butcher this or not because I'm bad with languages. I'm bad with a lot of things. Let's just call it what it is. Qual otro rey? How many kings? Hopefully I got that right. Chicken on a Raft is the only Longest John's video I couldn't watch at all. Oh. Is it gonna get grotesque? I'm scared to find out. Okay. So let's go ahead. I dropped the link already. Let's go ahead and check this out. This is Aha, Train of Thought. Here we go. Title card. Very synth heavy, yeah. We're adding some unique instruments, very cool. Adding a pan flute. That's just wild, that animation style.
He grabs a pile of letters from the small suitcase, disappears into an office, it's another working day. And his thoughts are full of strangers.
You know, here he kind of looks like Patrick Swayze a little bit from Roadhouse.
Subway home. A distant radio whistling tunes that nobody knows. At home a house awaits him. He unlocks the door, thinking once there was a sea here, but there never was a door. And his thoughts are full of strangers, and his eyes too numb to see. And the thing that he knows
He's got some power behind his vocals here. I'm gonna pause right there. We'll back it up a little bit. There's a bit of like a beat happening throughout this as well. We only see 3 members in this video, so we see the actual members of the band without any like session members or touring members or anything like that. We just see the 3. So that's I think the first time I've actually gotten a chance to see a video where it's just the 3 of them. So we get we get Morten, and then we get so when I reacted to The Sun Always Shines on TV, I had all the members listed and on my information sheet. I don't have that pulled up right now, so I rarely have band members memorized, but we have, the person on the keyboard and we have the person on the guitar throughout this as well. And Morten's the only one that I can remember from Aha, because I mean he's the face of the band, so it makes sense. But yeah, like throughout this, we get to see them, and then this like crazy animation style that's like very similar to Take On Me, which is really great. And there's just like a lot of happening. There's a lot of flashes throughout this as well. And there was even one where it looked like it was like repeating. So because you mentioned 3,000 like drawings, so I'm assuming with that part where it was going up and down, or going down from up, like it was just going like that. I'm assuming they kind of just repeated that, and he didn't draw every single one of those like every single time, because I feel like that would be kind of a that'd be kind of a waste in a sense. I don't really know how animation boards work necessarily. I've never actually watched, a cartoon be made from scratch, from the first drawing all the way to where they completely animate it. I've never actually seen that. So I don't know what the process is, but I have a feeling that was kind of looped. At least in my head, it makes sense. Regardless though, yeah, the instrumental throughout this is definitely has that heavy synth throughout this. There's a beat happening as well, which is a really interesting. It's not like there's a drum beat I feel like happening, but even then, outside of the drum beat, there's something else happening. And it's just a really interesting thing. We got to hear it, or we'll hear it again when I hit play. But I thought that was really interesting. His vocals are very powerful throughout this as well. Like, he's definitely putting some power behind it. He's not really, like in the higher registry for this performance. It's a little bit on the lower side, so it's a little bit different on that as well. But yeah, I'm definitely enjoying the energy that they bring to this as well. The video is obviously very, very entertaining, and the instrumentation I'm definitely liking as well. But yeah, I'm liking this. Let's see here. The Longest John's video is very messy. Well, it's gonna be fun next week, isn't it? Halloween has got much bigger here in an American way, a lot more than when I was growing up. So here, Halloween I feel like is declining. Last year, there was apparently very few trick-or-treaters going, door to door, and like people had, abundance of candy. I think, just costumes cost too much nowadays. Candy costs too much nowadays. Like when we were growing up in the 90s, we were always told, going door to door, don't do that. People are dangerous. Like, be scared of everything and everyone out there. Everyone's out to get you. But really the only way you're supposed to get candy is to go door to door. With the ones with the porch lights on. That's how you knew they were giving out candy. But yeah, I feel like Halloween's kind of on the decline, and hopefully it picks up. But a lot of people are blaming trunk or treating, which is basically, and I don't know if it's just at churches or what, but like a lot of churches nowadays, they have people show up with their cars and bring a bunch of candy, and kids go from trunk to trunk and get candy that way. So that might be the reason Halloween got ruined, and I think that really started from COVID. It was just a way to get around interacting with a bunch of people. So I have no clue. But I think Halloween is on the decline now. I'm okay with chicken on a raft video if I don't watch too closely in the choruses. Well, don't give anything away. An excuse to dress up and eat sugar. Why not? Presumably it was the same artist who did the AHA videos. Yes, yeah. I like. My bad. The 3,000 drawings was in Take On Me. How many was it for this one then? It's declining. Trunk or treat. I only see. Yep, there it is. Up here, it's the cops that do the trunk or treating. I'm guessing, or maybe it's trunk or trick up there. I don't know. That sounds kind of boring compared to going to house. Exactly. Like, where's the fun? And that's another thing. There's very few houses nowadays. Like, because last year there was barely any houses that decorated at all. It was super weird. It's like everybody's skipping over Halloween now. I don't like that. Oops, no trunk or tricking. You either show up to the trunk or you get tricked. That's what it is. And it's a cop, so you get put in the cop car. Okay. That's enough silliness. Yeah, I'd really like to learn how many individual drawings for this one were. That would be cool to know. Yeah, let's go ahead and get back to this, because this is really awesome. So here we go. See that beat right there. That's outside of a drum beat. I forgot to touch base on that pan flute, but that is so cool. You don't see that in a lot of songs, especially nowadays, but in an 80s song like this. The beat kind of goes with that flashing of the light. And we're getting hit with the fade out. That animation style is just awesome. Yeah, it's just really cool to incorporate instruments that aren't traditionally used in, you know, mainstream like pop or rock or anything like that. So bringing in the pan flute is very creative. Yeah, that beat that was happening, it sounded separate from the drum beat itself. So again, I'm not really sure what that was, but it was definitely awesome. And at times it went with the flashing lights as well, which was really cool. The energy throughout this is definitely great. Morton's vocals, again, very, very nicely done throughout here. Super clean. I don't think he, at least the songs that I've heard, I don't think he does any rasp or grit or anything like that. But I mean, he does bring that power into his performance, which is definitely great. But yeah, definitely a fantastic performance. Definitely like that. Let's see. I stopped handing out candy because kids stopped coming. I was getting like 3G. Yeah, it was bad last year. I really like this one. Yeah, it's a great song for sure. I've been an AHA fan since I was 12. I'm nearly 53. Yesterday, 40 years ago, Take On Me hit #1 in America. And I don't think we ever got any other songs on the radio. I think Take On Me was like the only one. So it kind of felt like a one-hit wonder, but obviously they weren't. So, oh, you want Rasp and Grit from Morton? I have that for you if you like. That would be cool, yeah. I just, because obviously he's very talented, but to see some like versatility with his vocals and stuff like that, I think would be great. Obviously he's got range as well, but that's not 4. That's number 5. There we go. But yeah, that was definitely awesome. Casey Chambers, that name sounds familiar. Why does it sound familiar? Is she the person that did the cover of Lose Yourself? Is that who that was? Is that who I'm thinking of? Or is it somebody else? I'm gonna go check real quick. I don't know why YouTube Studio is like this. Yes, she did cover Lose Yourself. I was right. I knew it. Yeah, because I reacted to that one. That one was crazy. Let's see. 40 years ago, I was 2 years old, so I kind of missed that happening. 40 years ago, I wasn't born yet, so, you know, I'm 36 right now, so. Ace reacted to Casey during, yes, I was right. I knew it a few months ago. It's one of the best covers of all time, in my opinion. That one was crazy. Just the style, like she added like Pink Floyd style in there, and then it was like that crossed with, I know I said it in the video. I can't think of, I have the person's face in my mind, and I can't think of her name. I can look it up. I can do that. Do. Let's see. Man, YouTube, I swear, you need to make things load faster. It would have been one of the earlier ones that I got to do. I'm relatively sure. I know I said, I mean, I could just watch the reaction real quick and find out, but where's the fun in that? Where are you at, lady? Why can I not think of her name? There it is, Janis Joplin. Got it. I knew it started with a J, and Joan Rivers was not it. Stop, you're making me feel my bad. Let's see. He has a 5-octave range. That's crazy. So yeah, the Kasey Chambers Lose Yourself performance, it was like a cross between Janis Joplin and Pink Floyd, and it was super awesome. Definitely recommend to check that one out if you hadn't already. Hi, I'm back. I had to record a video. Hi, back. I had to record a video. Welcome in. All right. I shared the link. So this was sent in by Ian. Yeah, I was right. This is Kasey Chambers and Shane Nicholson. Rockwitz. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. Let's go ahead and check this out. Here we go. That's some great harmony. The banjo sounds really nice here too. Oh, Rockwiz is where they're at. Okay, so that's not the name of the song.
Left my home and left my love caught on a rusty nail. The devil rose up heavy with gold, but my soul's not for sale. Found a home in a house of God. They offered me a book of prayer. When I left my home and left my love, I left my faith back there. Smoke don't rise, fuel don't burn, sun don't shine no more. Later one night, sorrow come around, scratching at my door. But I cut my hands and break my back, dragging this bag of stones till they bury me down beneath the ground with the dust and rattling bones.
Pause right there. First thing I'm going to do real quick, because I didn't do that before and I should have. Okay, so it's just Australian country music. Rattlin' Bones is the name of the song. Okay, so they didn't put it in the title though, like at all. It's super weird. They put it down here, but they didn't put it right here. So I missed that. And again, I should have continued reading from the document. That one's on me. My bad. I got kind of distracted. I need to take my meds, and I haven't yet. So anyway, going throughout this performance, you know, they have fantastic harmony throughout this. There's moments where they're adding some power behind their vocals, which is definitely great. It definitely has like that country-esque sound to it. But even then, like, I don't know. There's something about it. Like it sounds country, and at the same time, it almost doesn't. And I really can't pinpoint why. I'm not really sure, but I don't know. The banjo throughout this, I think, is great. Like even with the instrumentation, the guitar and the banjo are harmonizing as well, which I definitely like. The level of energy they have throughout this, at least so far, is a pretty constant level. I don't know if they're going to add that intensity that they added for Lose Yourself to this, or I don't know if that was like a one-off, or if that's something they typically do where they add in this intensity throughout the rest of their music. I guess we're gonna find out when we get back to it. But yeah, I mean, I'm definitely liking what they have so far. And yeah, the channel that we're checking this out from is Rock Wiz, and you get to see that scrolling on the screen somewhere closer to the beginning. Even still, but beyond that, the location that they're at, the stage that they're at, there's like a lot of really interesting stuff here as well. Like you get to see this bookshelf. Here, there's a better. So really everything that was really interesting is over on stage left, and then the rest of the band is behind Casey. So I thought that was kind of interesting. They're kind of over to the right a little bit, and here's a really good shot right here. So you have like the chandelier hanging over the band, and then you have like this curtain-esque thing happening behind Shane, and I don't know. It definitely kind of looks like a stage curtains. I'm trying to think of the name. It looks like stage curtains that are opened up a little bit, and then you have the logo above that. So that's really kind of cool. I definitely like that. I don't know if whoever's sitting here is doing some music, or if that is somebody like in the audience. It's kind of hard to tell from this perspective. But even still, beyond that though, yeah, I'm definitely liking the performance they have going on so far. Yeah, I'm definitely liking it. So let me go ahead and put this back to where we were. It's probably around there. Back it up a little bit more. Okay. Let's see here. I think you're the same age as Dave and Robbie. Oh, cool. So I got that going for me. Let's see. This clip is from a music trivia show called Rock Wiz, which always closes with a duet from the two team captains who don't usually perform together and create magic. Many clips on YouTube. That's cool. That's a really great concept. Very, very that sounds really interesting even. Agreed. Yeah. Yes, often it's a duet between an Aussie and an overseas artist. So are both of them from Australia, or is Shane from somewhere else? I like the sound of this. Actually, maybe Dave and Robbie are 37, but JD might be 36. So we're in the 30s somewhere. The show is done at a pub in Melbourne before a live audience. That's really cool. I like that. I'm 59 this year. Next year, the big 60. Huzzah. Pretty sure JD is 36 this year. Me too. All right. Let's see. On this occasion, both Australian. Gotcha. I guess I could have just read the description right here. Casey Chambers and partner Shane Nicholson perform Rattlin' Bones together with Mark Collins on banjo. For the first episode of Series 6 of Australian's premier rock trivia TV quiz show, Rock Wiz. Is it still... I guess I can just click on this. Kind of curious if they're still going. Yes. Yes, they are. So if you're interested, check that out. Somebody covered 99 red balloons falling on the summer sky. All right, let's go ahead and get back to it. Here we go.
Stones till they bury me down beneath the ground with the dust and rattling bones.
That's a great looking guitar too.
Darkness makes no sound.
Climbing up a bottle neck.
It hurts on the way back.
There's a little bit grit there.
I wonder what the day will bring.
Better shut my eyes and hang my head.
At least that bird can sing.
Smoke don't rise, fuel don't burn, sun don't shine no more.
Late one night, sorrow come round, scratching at my door.
But I cut my hands and break my back, dragging this bag of stones
Till they bury me down beneath the ground with the dust and rattling bones. Till they bury me down beneath the ground with the dust and rattling bones.
I like how the instruments cut out at times like that. And it's just vocals. It's such a cool thing to do. Okay, now we can see more of the setup. I feel like she should have been on a microphone when she said that, because I did not hear what she said. I'm assuming she was talking about, you know, the person on the banjo, Mark Collins. I think I heard her mention Mark Collins on banjo, but beyond that, you know, I feel like she probably could have been on a mic for that part. Yeah, I mean, pretty much the same thing. Like, they have, you know, great chemistry when they're performing together. We even got segments of that where they got to sing separately, which is really cool. And then, yeah, like, Shane has a little bit of grit when it came to that singing portion. Just that one little segment, he added some grit into that, which is really cool. And yeah, I thought it was really cool that Casey was playing the tambourine, not really playing it like you normally would, just like tapping on it, you know, throughout that, just a constant beat, which is really cool. Yeah, I mean, this was definitely a great performance, you know, it wasn't like high octane energy. It was pretty chill, I think, throughout that whole thing. And I think that's, you know, like really great as well. But yeah, great performance for sure. Let's see. Off to work, catch replay later. Hopefully it's not another 30-day process. Some of them are blocked, unfortunately, but I mean, it'd be like that. But have a great day at work. It's hard enough to keep track of how old I am. It's even harder to keep track of other people's ages. Valid. Is this more Americana? Kind of American? It's got a folk. I think that's what it is. Like, it's a country song, but it felt more folk to it. I think you're right. Yeah. Rather than Nashville country. I think that's what it is, yeah. Back in the 70s, Boston had a pre-American Idol talent show called Community Auditions. I think I performed on it once. Closing theme, Star of the Day. Who could it be? I really hope it is me. That's cool. Very cool. I'm guessing there probably isn't any footage of that floating around anywhere, huh? I mean, if there is, if you're able to pull it up, you know, that would be cool to check out, I think. Let's see, that was 6. Okay. Yeah, we're doing 4 of those so far. Okay, cool. Alrighty, so this next one, go ahead and drop it in there. Looks like we're gonna do an ad break soon, but we'll go ahead and continue. We'll push on. So this next one was sent in by Sally. This is the Hound and the Fox performing a song, "Rot Next to You." I don't know if they're dressed up as Morticia and Gomez Addams, or if this is a song from the Addams Family. I have no idea. I guess I could find out if it says anything in here. So we wrote one. Okay, so this is by them. Okay, that works. All right, so this is a song that was written by the Hound and the Fox. Cool, I got it. So this is Morticia and Gomez Addams' love song, "Rot Next to You." Let's go ahead and check it out. Here we go. It's been a minute since I've seen the Addams Family, but I feel like his mustache might be a little too thick. But I can understand not shaving it for a bit, you know. like the drums being added in. That's a nice touch. There's a bit of a spooky atmosphere
You put a hex
and kind of behind this.
You know I bore easily, and I don't mind the pain. I hope when I die, you'll barely survive it, and I'll rot next to you.
I like how they're incorporating the snaps
I
too.
hope that our life feels so good you don't mind when I rot next to you.
My darling, what a dreary, dreadful night.
My love, your words cut through me like a knife. When I'm 6 feet below your feet, I'll wait for you, my sweet. I'll wait for you, my sweet.
Cool. Yeah, I definitely liked that. You know, it definitely had a bit of a spooky ambiance throughout that. It started just with the piano, and then it added the drums. Like, it added more and more as the song progressed, and then it kind of cut out at the end. So that was like a really cool way to go about that instrumentally. Adding the snaps, because, you know, da 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 da, like just incorporating that into the song, I think is a great nod to the Addams Family like theme song. How they were dressed up and everything throughout this, I thought was really cool. You know, I definitely Mackenzie definitely, you know, had that Morticia style going, and then Riley, and then Riley, for the most part, had a, you know, Gomez Addams style. I feel like the mustache might have been a little bit thick for Gomez Addams, but again, I can understand and, you know, like, give him a pass for not shaving, you know, just for a bit, basically, just for a small part of a video, because that you know, you want to keep as much as you can, you know, like, I don't want to mess with this, so, you know, I totally understand that. So giving a pass for that. But yeah, like the vocal style throughout this is definitely great as well. They had fantastic harmony, you know, very clean vocals, and then we got to hear, you know, like some solo parts at times as well, which I think is great. You know, it's a great balance between the two, I think. And then the atmosphere that they had throughout this, with the like cutting of the roses, which is something that Morticia does, you know, in the series. Never understood that, other than, you know, roses are beautiful and just chop them off, because, you know, like the whole macabre aspect, I'm guessing that has something to do with it. But even then, there's black roses. I feel like that could probably do just as well for Addams Family. But I mean, it is very unique to do something like that. It, you know, stands out for sure. But yeah, I definitely liked that one for sure. One last aha track for tonight. Coffee. Yes, I do see that. So thank you very much for that. They have this dark folk style that really works for Halloween. It really does. And they even have, we got to see, I think it was like right here. They have a whole Halloween playlist. I got 15 songs, and I'm pretty sure the one that's featured here is from not Halloween Town. I have it. It's the Witch Trio Sisters. I cannot think of the name of that. Hocus Pocus. Couldn't think of it for a second, but yeah, I think that's from Hocus Pocus, if I had to guess. Actually, yeah, it says it over here. Come Little Children, Sarah's theme from Hocus Pocus. I got it right. There we go. Nito, great harmony, eerie but emotional. It really is, yeah. Yeah, that was definitely awesome. And I mean, it's a nod to the Addams Family as a whole, so that's really cool. Yeah, let's go ahead and mark that one off. Okay, so this is number 7. All right, so we have priority request come in. Okay. Let's see. So last song for tonight, going with a live version of The Sun Always Shines on TV from the 90s. Cool, got that. Alive in South America, the audio is from one concert. The footage is from several, as you will see the band members in different clothes throughout. Okay. The test of any band is how they perform live. Very true. Let's see. We have a link here. Copy. Okay. Go ahead and put the link in chats. There we go. Ad break is over, so we're good there. And I want chat back. Give me chat back. There we go. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and check this one out. This is a-ha. The Sun Always Shines on TV. Live in South America. Here we go. I think I've only checked out one live performance by a-ha, and that was Take On Me, the acoustic version that they did, which I want to check out again with somebody else. I want to bring in somebody that hasn't heard that, so I'll do a collab reaction with that. This sounds completely different from Take On Me. It's wild. Do you know which concert specifically the audio is from? Is it like specifically from the South American one, and these are all different concerts, not just from South America? And so many people cheering. But South America also loves rock, so that makes sense. Like, there's so many people.
Give all your love to me.
I love the build up of this. I feel like it's a little bit more energetic than the music video I got to check out.
I reached inside myself and found nothing there to ease the pressure of my ever
guitar, man.
Please don't ask me to defend the shameful lines of the way I'm drifting gloomily through time. I reached inside myself today, thinking there's got to be some way to keep my troubles distant now. Touch me,
That pick's great too.
how they believe me, my love. The sun always shines on TV. Hold me, close to your heart, and touch me. Give all your love to me.
Pause right there. I went a little bit further than I was supposed to, but that's okay. Yeah, I mean the energy they have during this performance is fantastic. You get to see scenes from the crowd where they're just like jumping up and down and like just all the energy. So they were definitely like really liked here, which is awesome. The energy that they're bringing here, I feel like it's a little more like energetic than the studio version. Like so full disclosure, we recorded that like 6 or 7 weeks ago. I don't remember exactly when. So it's been a minute since I've actually sat down to actually watch the Sun Always Shines on TV. So I don't remember everything about it. But I don't remember it being like as heavy on the guitar during that music video. So at least from that perspective, I definitely like the added aspects that they added for this, which it's definitely great. I like that. The vocals that Morton's bringing here are definitely great as well. Just very, very powerful, very clean vocals throughout this. The visuals that we get through there's aspects where it's like, I don't know, sepia, where it's kind of like this yellow brown color, and then there's other times where it's like fully in color. It's really interesting. It almost kind of goes along with that whole black and white kind of going into color and then kind of going back into the black and white. It's kind of like that, but instead of black and white, it's sepia. So I think that's really cool as well. But yeah, they definitely have like great stage presence as well, like throughout these like different concerts that we're able to watch in this video, which is really awesome. He also has like a bandana on throughout all of his performances. Now that I'm thinking about it, I did watch a live performance, I think, of one that they did, and he wore a bandana too. So did he just go through like a bandana phase for a while or something? Because in the music videos, I don't think I've seen him wear that. And the music video that I watched where it was like a more recent performance, he didn't have a bandana on either. But that one live performance and then this, like both of them have that. So was that like a style that he rocked for the 90s kind of thing, or what? That'd be kind of interesting to find out. But yeah, I'm definitely liking the performance so far. It's definitely great. Let's see, how many non-coffee songs are there? Quite a few. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 left, which I can't guarantee we'll get to all of them, but we'll try. But yeah, we have a good number. All the concerts are from South America. The audio, I think, was from a show in Argentina. Yeah, Argentina is huge, like for rock, because they probably played at River Plate, if I had to guess, right? Because that's where their Coldplay performances are. That's where the AC/DC performances are, or it's either River Plate or Sao Paulo, or those might be the same. I'm not 100% sure. Aleatorio can definitely tell me because he's from South America. This was released on VHS as a sort of music documentary filmed by Paul's wife. Yeah, in the 90s, Morton grew his hair super long, hence the band. Okay, so it was more just to keep his hair back. So that makes sense. Okay, I gotcha. Yeah, because in, well, you can't see it over here, but in his MTV Strip performance, he didn't have the bandana on. That was like a mid to late 2000s performance that they did, I think. And that's the one that they did Take On Me and a couple other songs, but it was, definitely great. I'm gonna back it up a little bit. There we go. Yeah, I'm really loving the energy for this. Let's go ahead and check out the rest of it. Here we go. I love that echoing effect too. You got that one dude in the audience who's just kind of staring, not doing anything. Holding that note, man. There was a little bit of grip behind that. Definitely love that ending with the guitar. Like that's a great way to end a song. Just the extra little tabs that they add to that. A little mini solo, if you will, just to end with that is always great. Yeah, so we get to hear a little bit of grit from Morton at the end there, and he's holding that note, which I don't remember if he did during the music video or not. I could be wrong. Again, been about 7 weeks since I got to hear that one. But yeah, I mean, the power that he put behind the vocals on that was definitely great. The instrumentation throughout this is definitely great. The energy was fantastic. It just definitely, has a more elevated performance like live, which is that's definitely what you want from a band, to have more energy, more like louder and just everything. You'd rather have that live rather than just like the studio version. Don't get me wrong, the studio version also has energy, but this one I feel like is just a step or two above, which is definitely great. But yeah, definitely a fantastic performance for sure. This tour was 25 shows with a total audience of over 3 million. Wow, that is incredible. Odd Brother, welcome in. What genres are you into? Primarily, my main genre that I focus on is rock, but I mean, during these reactions, we check out like a whole like spectrum of genre and stuff. We've gotten country, we've gotten rap, we've gotten sea shanties, which I don't know if that's technically a genre or not. But we've had like just all kinds of different genres and stuff throughout this. So, are you cool with heavier stuff, kind of like metal, or you prefer? Yeah, I mean, the whole spectrum of rock. I've gone, from classic rock like Zeppelin and Rush and The Who and the Beatles, all the way to, especially more recently with deathcore and metalcore and things like that. We've done Electric Callboy, we've done the Black Dahlia Murder on here. I got a couple of other deathcore ones coming up soon. So those are things. Let's see. Morton is well known for holding ridiculously long notes. He's in the Guinness Book for holding a note he held on a song. Summer Moved On. How long was the note? Kind of curious. Sea Shanty, Maritime Folk. Yeah, that one. Yeah. But yeah, that was definitely fantastic. I liked that one. That was number 8. I don't think we got as many done today, but that's okay. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and share the next link that we're doing. All right, so this is the next one. I need my chat back. There we go. I should probably just go ahead and get a couple of videos up now. I'm not starting yet. We're not starting yet. Bad YouTube. Don't do that. Got those. Pause this, pause this, pause this. We're not starting yet. 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 Stop it. Okay. Got it. Cool. Okay. So this is a submission from Jim. This is Cynthia Erivo. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. Jesus Christ Superstar. I struggled with this one for a while when I did Dan Vasquez' song of this. Is it Gethsemane? Is that how you pronounce that? From Jesus Christ Superstar. Recent rendition of Andrew Lloyd Webber's Jesus Christ Superstar at the Hollywood Bowl this past summer. First time a black gay woman starred in the role of Jesus. Stunning performance. Cynthia also performed The Wicked Witch in a recent rendition of Wicked. Interesting. All right, cool. Okay, so this is going to be from a cell phone. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, let's go ahead and check this out. Here we go.
Take this car away from me, for I
You can already tell she's got great range.
It's poison, feel it by me. I have changed. I'm not as sure as when we started. I was inspired. Now I'm sad and tired. Listen, surely I've exceeded expectations. Tried for 3 years, seems like 30. Could you ask as much from any other man? But if I see this all the through and do the things you ask of me, let them hate me, hit me, hurt me, nail me to the tree. I want to know my Lord. I want to know my God. I want to know my God. I want to see my God. Why I should die. Will I be more noticed than I ever was before? Will the things I've said and done matter anymore? I have to know my God. I have to know my God. I have to see my Lord. I have to see my Lord. If I die, what will be my real Lord? If I die, what will be my real Lord? I have to know
That power, man. Pause right there. I thought we were a little bit further in than we are, which means they have packed in so much in less than 3 minutes, which is incredible. So yeah, we're primarily just focused on Cynthia here. You know, it being from a cell phone, they're not showing the rest of the performance. As far as I can tell, she's the only one singing, but at the same time, it almost sounds like there's some harmony happening at times. So maybe that's just, you know, the way the audio from the cell phone's picking it up. Not 100% sure, but that's kind of the impression that I'm getting. There might be like some backing vocals as well, but at the same time, I'm not really sure. But instrumentally, I think that's, you know, it's fantastic. Just like we got to see a brief moment of the drums, and we have other instruments happening throughout this. But yeah, like Cynthia's vocals are very powerful. She's got some great range as well, which I mean we're already getting to see. We're not even halfway into this yet. I haven't actually heard the original Andrew Lloyd Webber version of the song. I've only heard the Dan Vasc version of this, and if I remember it, he kept it kind of close. So I'm kind of basing everything I know off that one song specifically. But yeah, I mean, like she's very like mobile as well. She's very animated, which is great. So she's got great stage presence. So was this a performance of the song specifically, or are they doing the whole Jesus Christ Superstar on stage? That would be like my question. I don't know if like she's doing like a whole set and this is just one of the songs that she covers, or if this is actually the entirety of the play. That would be something I would like to learn. But yeah, I think she's doing a fantastic job. There's little segments of it's at the Hollywood Bowl. Like there's like scaffolding over to the side that's really interesting as well. And we get to see some like monitors on the stage and some lights and stuff. So like some of the setting that we're able to see is like kind of, if it is like the actual play, it kind of takes me out of the performance a little bit just because of the angle that we have. It's a little unfortunate, but it doesn't detract from her performance specifically. Like it's definitely, definitely great. I'm loving how she's performing this so far. Let's see. He held it for over 20 seconds. That's wild. Have you reacted to any Rammstein? No, and I've only ever heard like 2 or 3 songs from them before. So very, very little Rammstein in my life. Adam Lambert was Judas. Oh, that's awesome. Cool. The song is basically a solo, I think. That's what I was pretty sure, because yeah, when Dan did that, like, it was just him. He didn't have any backing vocals. He didn't have any harmony or anything. It was just him. So it's just, I guess maybe it's just the audio itself from the phone isn't the best, but it is a cell phone. There's only so much you can do. Let's see. This is her big solo. Eric Gronwald did Simon in the 2018 live concert version too. That's cool. I have never seen Jesus Christ Superstar. I should probably mention that. So I don't know everything about it, but it takes place over the the crucifixion of Jesus, right? It's like that whole period of time from the Last Supper to the crucifixion, right? That'd be my guess. I just watched a female singer sing a Madonna song, whole phrase, for 48 seconds. She's amazing. See, do I know any Madonna? I guess I've heard like 1 or 2 Madonna songs, but even then, I don't know that many at all. Yeah, there are better angles, but I particularly liked this version. No, that's valid. I mean, we're really focused on her, which is definitely great. Yeah, I mean, like she's got great stage presence, and we could see that for sure. Yes, Eric haven't found any video of it. Oh, that's unfortunate. This one was crazy for you. You know it. Yeah, by title alone, I don't think I've heard that one, to be fair. But yeah, let's go ahead and check out the rest of this. Here we go. The build up too. I had a feeling she could hold a note, and yeah. that cutout though.
Then I was inspired, and now I'm sad and tired. After all, I tried for 3 years. Seems like 90. One never scared to finish what I started, what you started. I didn't start it, but I will be done. Destroy your only son. I will drink your
She's putting a lot into this. Oh, we didn't get to hear the cheering. That's valid though. Yeah, I mean, she definitely put a lot into that performance. Like she's able to have some like great range throughout that, holding some notes as well, and just like how believable her performance is, where she like even dropped to her knees and everything. Just how animated she is during that was definitely great. You know. It is again just the specific angle. We didn't get to see the whole stage, but we did get to see like a few seconds of the instruments and stuff, which I definitely appreciated from like just a live performance aspect of that. Which we got to see all these different instruments and stuff, which is great. Instrumentally, I think it's definitely fantastic. It definitely had that heaviness that you want from a performance like this. You can definitely feel it for sure. But yeah, I think she did a phenomenal job for that, definitely. Let's see here. That hurts. Let's see. Vask did a great rendition. The original Jesus from the 70s is the best. Yeah, didn't it was somebody from the Who that did a version of it, didn't they? Type in this. See, super. I'll just look up Jesus Christ Superstar. It's a rock opera. Yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, Ian Gillan. It wasn't the Who. It was Ian Gillan from Deep Purple. He did on the original album. The part of Jesus was sung by Ian Gillan. So yeah, he got to do Jesus, which is kind of crazy. He has like insane range, so that makes sense. So yeah, that is definitely awesome. Where'd chat go? There it is. I see. I found it. But yeah, I that was a great performance from Cynthia for sure. Let's see. All right, so this is number 9. All right, copy. I wrote the lyrics in the information. I did see that. That'll be great once we get to that. That seems like too long of a link. Hold on. What's up? What's up with that? Oh, I don't have to. There we go. I can just do this one. All right, so this is the one we're checking out next. Let me get this back up. All right, so this was sent in by Pyrola. This is Jonathan Young, Bobby Bass and Cole McGuinness performing Hoist the Colors. One of the many covers of the song. This particular one is an epic metal bass version. So looking forward to that. Go and close this one out. There we go. So let's go ahead and check this one out. Here we go.
The king and his men stole the queen from her bed and bound
There's already like an epic feel to it.
the seas be ours, and by the powers where we will hoist the colors high. Heave thieves and beggars, never shall
God. That's an incredible range.
Some have died and some are alive, and others sail on the sea with the keys to the cage and the devil to pay. We lay to Fiddler's Green.
Pause right there and discuss. So yeah, I think the first time I got to hear the song, obviously it's from Pirates of the Caribbean. I want to say it's the third movie when all the pirates are being hung at the beginning of the movie. Got to hear this with voice play. They covered Hoist the Colors, and you know they had some like great range throughout this. And you definitely have to have that bass, and they're definitely bringing the bass here. Like it's incredible. It's rivaling Jeff Castellucci. I feel like it's incredible, and even more so because I believe we have multiple people with the bass in this, and that's definitely great. And even more so, we have the metal aspect where you definitely have that instrumentation. Like backing it up. So like in that regard, this is definitely, much heavier than voice play did, which is incredible. I love the atmosphere that they have. Like they're on the ship and everything. I don't know if I'm guessing they actually are on a ship of sorts, because like there's something in front of him. It's not just like green screened or anything. So I guess they have some like practical aspect to this as well, which is really cool. And not only that, but they're dressed up, in pirate outfits and everything, which is definitely great. Yeah, the harmony that they had when they were singing together was incredible. Like just the bass notes that they're hitting, even with the I guess more elevated parts of the song that they're doing. Like they're covering the whole range, which is definitely great. I think they're doing a fantastic job with this. Let's see. I'm gonna have to head off soon. Was good fun. When was the next live stream? It should be next Tuesday at 2 p.m. Central. So it'd be the same time as that we started today. So, that. Typically we'll do them on Tuesdays at 2 p.m. Central. And if anything changes, I'll make a mention in the community section on that page. So be sure to check that for any notes or anything. I'll also put it in the Discord because that's really the easiest way to for me to communicate. Because I'm constantly on Discord. Not so much the other socials, but you know, even still. Let's see. What a deep voice. Bass singers being bass singers. Yeah, that they do. Live streams are usually weekly. Yeah, there you go. Third movie, I was right. It is at World's End. There we go. Cheers, James. Bobby is such a great bass singer. Yeah. So is this Bobby? And then Jonathan was the one that we got to see up front. I'm making a guess because I've only seen Jonathan one time, and Colin also got to see one time. Okay, so I was right. So this is Bobby. Cool. Excuse me. I love this one, but the Longest John's version is favorite. What a surprise. I didn't see that coming. But yeah, let's go ahead and check out the rest of this. Here we go. Even having the organ playing that Davy Jones played, that's a great touch.
has been raised from its watery grave till you hear
There's like a grimy aspect to how he's singing, and it's so fitting.
we call to all
It's the raspiness that he's putting into this.
and turn your sail toward
Gotta end on that, yeah. That is fantastic. Yeah, all the additional ports that we got to this, that you know, during that second part, the organ that we got to see David Jones play in that movie. I don't know if he played it in the second one, but definitely the third one. Just incorporating that into this, it was very fitting. And then yeah, how Colin was singing on this, there was something like grimy about how he went about his portion. And it definitely goes along with the song. It's very fitting. It's just the raspiness that he brought into that I definitely liked. Yeah, I think they did a phenomenal job with this. Just the bass notes, the range, the harmony that they had. We didn't get to see them play any instruments, but the instrumentation that we had throughout this, I thought was like a nice like ambiance throughout, which is definitely great. Yeah, I think they nailed this one for sure. So which group was the one that did this song and it went like viral on TikTok also? That would, because it's not this one, it was another one, wasn't it? Poll NPL, welcome in. Hopefully you're doing well. Let's see here. Where are we? I'll be back next week with more AHA. I'll be looking forward to it. That'd be great. I obviously have a soft spot for home free version, but the Longest John's is very good as well. I know we've checked out Voice Play and we've checked out this one. Have we checked out another version of this song yet? I can't remember. By Mark, Sia, Pyrola, by all, regards from Dublin, Ireland. Someday I'll give you Calm's version of Roll Northumbria. and possibly Longest John's version 2 and the Dreadnoughts. Be looking forward to that. Or we should have them too. Columns, accent helps. I think that there was a lot going on there for sure. Shame it doesn't have a video though. VoicePlay did this one too. Maybe them. I don't think it was that one. It was somebody else. Like it was close to VoicePlays, but I don't know. There was one that popped up on TikTok that went like super viral. So I have no idea. It might be the bass singers of TikTok. I think that might be it. It was something bass related, so that's probably what it is. We did the Longest John's Hoist the Colors a few weeks ago. Okay. I remember doing the Wellerman, so I didn't know if we had done Hoist the Colors too. So that makes sense. Okay. So we have done that one as well. But yeah, that was definitely great. I like that one. Green. So this is number 10. Alrighty, so next up is Arlena Ara. This one's sent in by Pop Stars. How much time we got left? So we're gonna do this one and maybe one more, just depends. This one's not too long, so we might have time for one more after this. We'll see. As much as I wanted to get to Poppy, I don't think we're gonna make it today, unfortunately. But it is what it is. I'm also going to copy so I don't have to look. Is it gonna let me? No, we'll just do that. There. That way I have the lyrics over to the side and I can refer to them as needed. There's captioning too. I might as well just do that. Why not? Can't hurt. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump into this. Was there any information other than lyrics? No, we just had the lyrics. So we have checked out a version of this song before, but I don't think we've checked out this version. So this is Arlena Ara featuring Dafina Zakiri, Theopolisine. So let's go ahead and check it out. Here we go. Oh, it's very cinematic, so that's pretty cool. It's very Matrix oriented, it looks like. Uh-oh. Okay.
I am playing around here. Forse io femmer tot trom. Se pranon borde di sa të dhom. S'ka nevoj për alarm. Go wanna call them, yeah you can call them. Shkotire, shkotire. S'do korsi paralele. Shkotire, shkotire. Shkot më mirë, shkotire. Nuk je sot triti, as kërcënim. Të mos
I do like the energy of this one.
Nuk je sot triti, jeti arbitri në fantazin tënde. Thirr policina. Thirr policina. Go Duffy. Duffy s'ka për më buhet fjalla. Atëre e din. Nuk mund ish pendal ti mu jo për para. Me nëj kërsnim.
I think both of them have great vocal styles.
Mami shko ja, real Terry Jelis. No fun ka behesi munet me kris. No fun get not real. Anytime
The instrumentation of this is really interesting.
Some kind of police. Thirr policina. Fuck that drop, Mason.
It's a great beat. Seemed a little short. Maybe the live performance was a little bit longer. I don't remember. I thought it was going to be more cinematic just based on what they were doing at the beginning too, because it looked like they were kind of doing this like, I don't know, they had like the Matrix screen up and it looked like they were kind of doing some like hacking or something, and then they just kind of went into like a traditional music video with the dancing and stuff. So kind of subverted my expectations a little bit in terms of that. But yeah, I think both of them have great vocal style and everything. They're pretty similar in terms of their vocals, which I feel like would be great. I don't think they harmonized at all during that. I could be wrong, but it went kind of quick, so I could have missed something. But if they didn't, I think it would have been cool if they did harmonize throughout that. So I'm guessing this is the music video to the song, and then we got to check out the live version of this song some time ago. I don't remember exactly when. But yeah, I do remember the energy from that one. It was like great energy. The instrumentation of that, it's got some like really unique instruments throughout that. And you know, that beat that was happening throughout that was definitely great. And then yeah, that siren that was happening at times too was, you know, definitely a very unique touch, I feel like. Let's see here. I'll just briefly go through the lyrics. I'm playing around here. The strength of a woman scares you. You don't want to accept it, but you know how much it hurts. No need for alarm, even though the alarm kept going off. Go on, call him. Yeah, you can call him. Call him. Go ahead and call him. No parallel lanes. Go you. Go call them. Better go call them. You're not a gentleman, not even a threat. Don't get it in your head. You're not a gentleman. You're the referee in your fantasy. Call the police. And then the second part, Duffy Scott. I'm not sure who Duffy is, but it didn't even look like they were really like talking to anybody in the video itself. It was probably just talking at that person. It's about me, you know it. You can't get ahead of me with a threat. You better call. Real to the cell. No funk over here because you can't shout. No funk, we're real. Anytime, anywhere. Arlena and me. Son, call the police. So yeah, basically very, very empowering in terms of you know, women and stuff. So definitely makes a lot of sense. We checked the version where Arlena sings it alone. That's the original. Okay, so this is different. It's a song about empowering women, as you can see from the lyrics as well, right? The enter was a mission empowering women. That's why it was like satellites from space, a vibe. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, okay, so yeah, coming from that aspect, that does make sense. I get that. All right, so we have time for one more. This is number 11, so the final one. All right, so this was sent in by Lynn. This is the Rusty Tubbs Rowdy Soul. This is a small shanty crew I saw at a shanty festival last month. I really enjoyed watching this group live. The angle I was sat in isn't the best, and I get someone walking in front of me, but the sound is still good. Okay. Let's go ahead and share the final link for today. So unfortunately, yeah, if we didn't get to yours, I do apologize. That's just unfortunately how it works during these. I am not done talking, YouTube. Don't backsass me. But there is always next time. And yeah, like I said, we'll be back next week at 2 p.m. Central, 3 p.m. Eastern, and I guess if it was basically 3 hours ago when we started. So if that gives you any indication of what time that starts. But yeah, let's go ahead and check this one out. This is Rowdy Soul, the Rusty Tubbs. It looks like we have 1, 2, 3, 7 people. I can't tell if there's 2 people there or not. At the very least, 6 or 7 people on stage. Let's go ahead and check it out. Here we go.
I'm a rowdy soul, don't care whether I work or not. I'm a rowdy soul, I'm a rowdy soul, don't care.
Maybe 8 people. It's a really unique drum. Some sort of hand drum. That dude was also kind of dancing a bit.
I didn't plan no corn, didn't plan no beans or tomatoes. I didn't plan no corn, but damn those Irish potatoes. I'm a rowdy soul, I'm a rowdy soul. Don't care whether I work or not. I'm a rowdy soul, I'm a rowdy soul. Don't care whether I work or not.
Now that dude's just rude.
I saw the captain's coat hanging up on the wall. I stole the captain's coat and wore it to the fancy dress ball. I'm a rowdy soul, I'm a rowdy soul. Don't care whether I work or not. I'm a rowdy soul, I'm a rowdy soul. Don't care whether I work or not. Next time I build my house, build my chimney higher.
I love the beat to this.
Jobbers swarming round, gonna put me out of my fire. I'm a rowdy soul, I'm a rowdy soul. Don't care whether I work or not. I'm a rowdy soul, I'm a rowdy soul. Don't care whether I work or not. Next time I'm in my bunk, I'm gonna lock the door. First mate's doing his round, there's shit all over the floor. I'm a rowdy soul, I'm a rowdy soul. Don't care whether I work or not. I'm a rowdy soul, I'm a rowdy soul. Don't care whether I work or not. Pass that jug around here, son. I'll tell you a story. Things with closet scratching back. Women mean no holy. I'm a rowdy soul, I'm a rowdy soul. Don't care whether I work or not. I'm a rowdy soul, I'm a rowdy soul. Don't care whether I work or not. I'm a rowdy soul, I'm a rowdy soul. Don't care whether I work or not. I'm a rowdy soul, I'm a rowdy soul. And I don't care whether I work or not. Woo!
Fantastic. Yeah, they definitely have some great range throughout that. Like the harmony is fantastic. You know, it's there's not much to it. It's similar to some of the Longest John's performances we've seen where they don't really bring in any instruments. They just stomp, and that's basically the beat that they add in, and they just bring in this harmony. And then typically one person takes lead, and that one guy got to take lead over stage right. Definitely some great range from that, and very clean vocals for the most part, and then added some rasp closer to the end, which was really cool. So it has a bit of range and versatility as a vocalist as well. And then all the harmony that we got throughout that was definitely great. It's the couple of I counted two. I don't know if there's more than that, but two different drums. One he's kind of holding it like this, and like the drum's right here, so he's hitting it with a stick of some sort. And then there was another one somewhere in the middle that was a little bit bigger. So playing on both of those, I thought was really cool. Yeah, they definitely have some great aspect to this. I definitely like. And then it almost kind of gives off this how they're dressed and everything. It kind of gives off this Scottish vibe almost. And with the banners and everything, it's very professional looking. I definitely like that. But yeah, I think that's really cool how they went about this. Is definitely great. The acoustics, even on stage, even though it's like a large room, the acoustics were very nice as well. But yeah, definitely a great performance. I like that. Looks like a Borin drum. Hopefully I pronounced that right. I don't know. Let's go find out real quick. Kind of intrigued to find out. Yeah, it does appear to be, yeah, that looked pretty close. I mean, it looks like they might be a little bit different, different styles and stuff, so different thicknesses. But yeah, I think you're probably right on that. Hold on, don't do that. Don't backsass me, YouTube. Okay. But yeah, that was a really cool performance. All of the ones that we got to check out today were definitely great. Cool. All right. So we're about to go into an ad break, so I'm gonna try and wrap this up before that happens. But yeah, that was a great live stream that we got to do today. Thank you to everybody with all the submissions that we got to check out. And again, I do apologize if we weren't able to get to yours. That's just how the game works, unfortunately. I did want to say thank you to Sally, Pyrola, and Mark for the coffees that we got today. and the follows that we got today on Twitch as well. Very thankful for that. We will be live on Tuesday, 2 p.m. Central. We're going to do another live stream. So that one's going to be more spooky themed. Doesn't necessarily have to be Halloween specifically, but I am probably going to dress up. I have a costume in mind. Hopefully everybody gets it. I don't know if anybody's going to get it or not, but I think it's funny. We'll see. Thanks, Ace. Thanks for the stream, and thanks to everyone for the songs. Absolutely. These are always a blast. I always have fun hanging out with y'all. But yeah, y'all have a great day, and I will catch y'all later. Where's the thing? Bye, guys.